Hello and welcome to tonight's Make a Thing. Pardon me. Tonight we're doing a little concept art, as I am part of what I have to do for the next couple weeks is try to figure out what we have to build for the sets. We have the interior worked out for the boat that they are on, the Zodiac with the tent. And we're going to be building out all sorts of detailed little, pieces of kit bash computer equipment and lights and, all the, like stuff in little Ziploc bags hanging from the ceiling and stuff like that. And hopefully that'll be a fairly unfoldable sort of set piece that we can bring to the green screen stage if we film that bit on green screen as well. And I think that's going to come out pretty well. But then there's the exterior with the boatdega, if you remember that from the episode script. And so now I'm working on what the boatdega looks like and what kind of shots we have to set up. And I'm just trying to like the useful thing about concept art is to it forces you to not only think through the layout of the scene, but also like technically how are you going to shoot this? What interesting bits are there to shoot once you got it set up? And what are all the little doodads that you need to see to make it convincing? So like part of this is to figure out how much of a build we have to do for the boatdega itself, or whether we are going to go ahead and rent the food truck that I was originally imagining. But also just sort of like, what can we get away with? If this is like a little roll-on plywood setup, and some corrugated tin and some flat walls, and we nail enough potato chips to a board, put a clock up there and stuff like that. Does that do the trick? And how much room do the actors need? What kind of space are we imagining? And, if this is the establishing shot right here, how many extra green screen steps do we have to get for people that are walking around and, doing all that extra, sort of fill out detail business. Obviously, a lot of this is going to be like matte painting, 3D, maybe some Unreal, I'm not sure. But this gives it it gives you a good sense of like the scale that we need to try to set for. And it also just puts me in the right mood. I don't know. It gets me psyched to get this thing together and to get this sort of, I don't know, we want to have that cyberpunky feeling, but in a different zone. Like we don't want to repeat the Blade Runner gag. At the same time, we're doing a little bit of a nod to Blade Runner, like the noodle shop kind of thing. So we want to try to have like a sort of a spin on that, and get something that is both recognizable as cyberpunk and has sort of like the tiered class system that holds the world, both holds it back and holds it together simultaneously. And this sort of starts to represent that. Anyway, this is my concept art for the night, boatdega. And I hope you guys get a kick out of it. And we'll be back next week with a little more Make a Thing.